That was
Anyway,
weird. That was weird.
yeah,
I
that
didn't hear
was
anything you said.
yeah, literally right when we went live.
Disconnected.
Yeah, it didn't even disconnect. It just was horrible. Anyway,
Yeah.
as I was saying, everybody, welcome to the show, late night in the
So
morning with Zero and Stikely. Is that how you pronounce it?
it's whatever you want to call. I'm called anything. I am the void. I am the earth. I am the sound. I am the air. I am the oxygen around us. I am one with the environment.
I'm just gonna call you Stik.
All right.
So anyway, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving weekend.
Yes, and Black Friday that was safe.
Yeah, we don't really participate too much on Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Not huge fans of waiting in lines at stores.
Oh yeah, was it our aunt who like waited like an hour for like 3 gifts? 2 hours for 3 gifts?
Yeah, she waited like a few hours for like three gifts, and I was
Oh
like,
my
oh.
god. Well, it was weird because when it comes to news on Black Friday, hear the most American thing that happened?
What?
They were one of the most sold things were guns.
No, really?
Over 200,000 background check requests for guns.
Wow, 2,000? That's
200,000.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was like 2,000. That sounds kind of low.
Yeah,
All right.
no, 200,000.
Nah, that's only the ones who went to go to gun stores.
Yeah.
Imagine people who went and bought guns through other means
The
that had
Black Friday, the Black Friday
Black Friday
dealership.
deals.
Like, you know, the local plug got the Black Friday deal.
Yo, your local plug might have a Black Friday deal. You might have to check that out.
It's Cyber Monday, now I gotta hit him up online.
Now hit him up on Twitter for Cyber Monday deals. His DMs for the Cyber Monday deals. Hit up your local plug today.
Advertising here. We should have sponsors from local plugs. Like, because no one barely anyone listens to our podcast. We should have like the local drug dealers, local gun dealers hitting us up for ads.
That's exactly how you get on a list. Actually be a Twitch sponsored by your for your local plugs. Here on Late Night in the Morning, we're sponsored by Pablo Escobar.
We got cocaine, crack. You got cocaine, crack, weed, pot, reefer. I know I'm saying all the same things, but do you know about that? We got all that stuff.
We got everything but Xanax, because that crap is stupid.
Exactly.
Sorry, I don't get the Xanax.
I don't get Xans either. I don't get much drugs. But
anyway,
yeah.
I'm not talking about those who actually provide Xanax and actually have to take that.
Oh, I get that.
Different. I'm talking about the pill poppers. We know, and you know exactly what we're talking about.
Exactly.
But anyway, it's been a very interesting week.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, man. Yes.
Yeah, we've had some pretty unscrupulous behavior.
Oh yeah.
By game devs, and once again proving to me that I should never trust Blizzard. But
Oh yeah.
I know people want to say Activision Blizzard, but you know what? I don't trust Blizzard ever since that guy said we don't know what we want in WoW. Once I heard that, I'm like, oh, so you don't care. And then I don't care what anyone says. Overwatch is a fun game. Still hate the loot boxes. I don't like the idea that there's only like maybe 5 costumes I like,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a 0.03% chance of ever unlocking them just from leveling up.
Exactly.
Heck, I actually uninstalled the game over the weekend because I realized I don't really play it. It's not that fun to me.
Whoa! You took the step. You deleted WoW off your computer.
No, WoW. I've been off WoW. I've been off WoW for a long time. I left WoW for Guild Wars 2, and then I left Guild Wars 2 for Final Fantasy.
And I still want to play Guild Wars 2, but the loot box, these are getting harder.
Actually, not even gonna lie. Can you really leave Guild Wars 2? There's no monthly fee.
Oh yeah, I can come back anytime.
Yeah, I won't say leave. I just stopped playing for a while.
Yeah, I'll probably come back. I'll probably come back to Guild Wars.
I might come back, but yeah, just Blizzard Activision, literally skimming off XP without telling you in Destiny 2.
They should have told, like, this whole thing wouldn't have been a thing if they told you.
Yeah, exactly. If it was a thing and it wasn't just completely linked to their loot boxes, it probably wouldn't be as big as a problem as it is. Because it's like, it's one thing to have XP scaling, because XP scaling's been around forever. Like, we've had XP scaling before we had, like, you know, loot boxes and like playing it just in general to make the game either feel longer or in some cases, if you stop playing, to give you XP boost, which is
exactly
still scaling, it's going in the upward direction.
Mm-hmm.
Like WoW's rest system, they used to give you rest XP because you weren't playing for a while. So
exactly. Don't forget when you log off in an end, you log off not only instantly, but you get a bigger boost.
Your rest meter actually built faster.
Yeah.
So like XP scaling innately is not bad. Heck, XP scaling downward can I mean, I'm not personally really a fan of punishing people's playstyles.
Yeah.
But in general, I feel like when someone is, let's just say, exploit grinding, or just grinding to an extreme extent, then yeah, I understand why in MMO style game slow their progress, so therefore they don't just get bored with the game because they're so far ahead of everybody because they grind it so much.
Yeah.
It essentially make the playing field a little bit even.
Exactly.
But underhandedly not telling people, and the thing is, you're leveling. And the thing is, it only happens when you're at level cap.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen anywhere else. Only when you're at level cap, and that is really, really bad because every time you level up at the level cap, you get one of the engrams that you can buy, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you get an engram that you can buy, but you don't have to.
Which is their version of a loot box. But the thing is, randomized loot has always been a thing in MMOs. I don't think that particular loot box is just horrible.
Yeah.
Now, but I'm not, as someone who's, you know, done computer science and programming, you don't put things in for no reason.
Exactly.
Everything has an intent behind it. You cannot tell me that they weren't XP scaling to make you feel like, man, I'm not getting these as fast, I should probably just buy it. And the thing is, you can't tell me that it was only to make things fair, especially since people were able to get it down to you're only getting 4% of the XP that you're actually owning. Well, I think it said 5 on the guy's math on Reddit.
Yeah, it was pretty low.
95, 96. I'm off by either percent, but that right there is completely. That's just wrong because you can't tell me that's not a business plan right there.
Yeah, it can't be. That's not an accident.
You don't put in a scaling without, you know, that it's the fact of not intending on telling you.
Yeah,
the thing is,
that full apology meant nothing. Oh, that full apology meant, of course, it was a full apology. That was a full apology they gave us. They gave the players that apology saying, "Oh, we don't like it either." You liked it. That's why it was in the game. That's not an accident.
Well, even then, even if you didn't like it, let's just go good guy developer, bad guy publisher, and let's just play that game that people love to play, as if they don't work together.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have people interacting. If you did not like programming that into the game, and you did not like that, then why would you hide it? Because unless you're telling me Blizzard Activision told Bungie, well, we need XP scaling, but make sure they don't know. And and if that was the case, you can't tell me there was no collusion there.
Yeah.
I don't think, let's just say this, most of these companies don't care. They would have just said put XP scaling in to make it harder for them to level up, and just make it they probably said make it as appealing as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And how to make something appealing? People like big numbers. That actually is a game philosophy thing for RPGs. Players like big numbers. Which is why games like this guy are spoofs of that. Where you actually can do billions of damage.
But does it really matter in the end?
I mean, it doesn't. It's all about if you. The whole thing is in game design philosophy, you do not put things in for no reason.
Exactly.
Everything has a purpose, regardless if it was came from the heart of the developer or came from the overlord of the publisher. they have to work together. And you're gonna tell me they were gonna fire Bungie if they decided to show the XP scaling
Mm-hmm.
after this game was gonna sell gangbusters anyway? I mean, let's just think about the highlight. Let's just think about the headlines.
Yeah.
Bungie's taking on Destiny, even though it sold like gangbusters. Like after great sales, Bungie will not be part of the next Destiny game or for the DLC or something.
Whatever.
It's like this. Let's not act like these businesses don't know how to make money. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
they're not as big as they are because they all of a sudden just stumbled upon good franchises and just know how to, it's like, oh, you know, we got lucky. No, they know how to market.
Exactly.
They know how, and the thing is, we're in an age where your game is perpetually marketing itself to you while you're still playing it and you already bought it because it has other things for you to buy in it.
Exactly.
We have now
But,
all our games are now mobile games. Like they remember how all the mobile games would complain that all they always telling you to buy stuff. Well, that's now the norm.
and
Like,
that's definitely not good. Like, it's turning into most mobile games that you have to do, like, because village building games on your phone. You have to wait, like, in the beginning of the game, you just wait, like, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, and the house is built. But you play, like, for, I guess, over a day, it's going to be saying, we're going to wait a week for this to finish, it's going to be wait a month for it to finish, or you can buy it to get it instantly. Then they'll say, wait a year for it to be finished, or you could buy this and get it instantly.
exactly. And the thing is, personally, as a person who I love business and all sorts of business philosophies, I don't think the perpetual advertising in games is the worst. Because there are
Capitalist.
ways. I'm just saying. There are ways to advertise in your game to make people engaged about it without it having to be some like underhanded way of just making you buy more shit.
I agree.
Because let's just look at the free to play games. Free to play games have to do that in order to survive.
Exactly.
The best example is League. Heck, you know what? I'm actually gonna bring up League real quick on my screen. And because if anyone's been playing League, knows that the project system. Hold on, let me make sure.
I got something on my screen as well.
Yeah, the project system is a perpetual advertisement to buy the skins. Now, hopefully, it does show because it's saying right now it's saying high encoding and all that other jazz, so it might not show up on mine.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, it does. But your homepage is an advertisement for all the skins. They put up a trailer for you to watch. That's kind of cool. But the thing is one thing. Oh gosh, it takes forever to load.
It's okay.
No, I think actually let me kill this. I think I know what's going on.
I got something on my screen, but continue talking about it, man.
Yeah, it'll be on the YouTube. But yeah, you can see the videos and all that other stuff. And it keeps you engaged and it shows you stuff that you would want. And yeah, they have loot boxes, but you know, they're not always in your face, to be perfectly honest.
They really aren't.
And just like any other loot box system, I feel like a loot box system personally, in order for it to be any way of okay, there has to be a way to buy what you want from a reasonable amount of time, with a reasonable amount of time. Like, or with your own money. Like, let's just say for free to play, say, you know how you buy RP?
Yeah.
Or gems if you play Smite? You can buy the skin that you want unless it's unavailable, limited time type of stuff.
Yeah.
That's a whole other philosophy we're talking about. But you can have loot boxes in your games without them being just predatory, just trying to make more money, just be for the sake of making more money, not making it actually exciting or a reason to actually buy it, and just glorified gambling. Because let's face it, it is gambling.
It is.
The thing is, I don't think that it's predatory gambling in League's case, because you can literally
really ignore that.
It's at the bottom. Let's face it, it's at the bottom of the page. And let's face it, all you're doing is just trying to get lucky on skins, and
it's not really like it's not really like a Nexon game where it's all in your face, like Maple Story, and just showing you, here's all the cool stuff you could have every time you open the game up.
Yeah, exactly. And just like it's not nearly as just predatory, because once again you have the option to get exactly what you want. With the lack of that option, then I completely disagree with a loot box system even being in the game, which is one of my biggest issues with Overwatch. Overwatch
Oh man,
does not Overwatch. Oh, you could buy it with gold. Tell me how long it takes you to earn enough gold to actually buy one of the 8,000 also the epics cost, right? 8,000, something like that.
no, they're like 2,000, 3,000, somewhere. I think some I had some are 5,000, but
Like a $5,000. Heck, let's just say 2,000. How long does it take for you to farm up 2,000 gold?
it's all luck.
And it's all luck, by the way. If you're lucky, you might end up thinking if you're probably more likely to maybe unlock it through the loot chest itself than saving enough money to actually get it, because that's the way they got your mindset. And like there's it traps you into a system. It traps you into the system of loot boxing. You don't ever think about buying all that stuff. Like, oh, you can unlock sprays. What these freaking do? Like,
Sprays only give you like 25, 10, 100. They're rare space. But the thing I don't like about this is I'm unlucky. I'm an unlucky person. I don't want to. And some people say, "Oh, costumes don't affect the game." They affect your experience. And I paid $60 for a game that's treating the game like a free to play game.
exactly.
I don't care what people say. People say Paladins is a free version of Overwatch. Honestly, with at least in Paladins, I understand getting the loot boxes for the costumes. I get that because that game's free. I paid $60 for Overwatch, and I only got like it's not like I've been playing. I've been playing a lot.
And that's the funniest thing about it. It's like I paid $60 as well for it, and I've probably spent more money on League since oh, by the way, this year is the first year I actually spent money. 2017 is the first year I actually started buying stuff in League, because it was I mean I'm a fan of the Star Guardian skins. My backgrounds are pretty much permanently Star Guardians, but I probably spent more than $60 on this game this year than the $60 I spent on Overwatch, and I refuse to buy a loot box as some type of DLC. I refuse to buy your supposedly in-game items for money when I already paid for your game.
Honestly, the thing that kind of surprised me is that I'm not sure if you can even buy the gold period. I know I found it.
No.
I know when I went with the Best Buy, I saw the gift cards, and the gift cards are only for boxes. And I'm like, all I wanted was a Jazzy Lucio skin. That was all I wanted. That's the only skin I really want in the whole game. And I was obsessed with getting that skin. I admit it, I was obsessed with getting that skin. I played for like 20 hours just for that one skin. I never got any skin from that special. I only got one skin from that special. And that was that Overwatch anniversary thing. I only got one skin.
Yeah.
I got a shit ton of sprays.
And the thing is, that's where I'm going back to Destiny. These type of things build player resentment. If you can hear this, like this is player resentment. Like I still think Overwatch is a solid game. I mean, nowadays I will say it's worth $60. I mean, I'm glad I didn't buy it at launch. I'm glad I got to play it at friends' places.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely glad.
But I really do love hero-based shooters. I still actually can't wait to see if they're gonna make a sequel. I think the series should continue.
I personally think they should make a freaking campaign mode. Now they have not everyone. They have a lot of people for Talon and Overwatch. They can make a campaign mode with all this crap now.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're not. Because if they have a campaign mode with an ending, they're probably gonna. No, they're probably not gonna be a campaign. I just don't think they are. They had something close to it, but that was limited time only.
Let me tell you something. The day they make a campaign is the day they actually decide that WoW is not the biggest moneymaker.
True.
Because let's face it, I think WoW is still their biggest moneymaker. I think Overwatch made the most money with the least amount of effort.
Yeah.
because let's just say this. From YouTubers alone, I'm pretty sure they've made over $1 million.
Yeah, I get
Just from YouTubers, because the amount of loot box opening videos I have just seen on YouTube is ridiculous.
yeah.
Trying to open 100 plus loot boxes, yeah. So, but
Just opening
I was saying
boxes.
yeah, but just as this is the thing about Destiny. Like Destiny right now is still at a crossroad. Like I still think they're redeemable because a lot of the stuff that you unlock in Destiny is not through the loot boxes.
Exactly.
Like you can still have a good experience without buying a loot box, which I've still seen, and I still want to buy the game.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now that it's on PC.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, that underhanded tactic where they were trying to make people buy loot boxes through making people feel like they're not getting what they're supposed to be getting by diminishing their XP and not telling them. That is the biggest point of this, and not telling them.
Yeah,
because
that's all they could have. If they told you, this part wouldn't be a story.
No, it wouldn't. It would not be a story. Like if it was like from day one, right? And people know that you get diminishing returns. Maybe then, because I'm not saying you have to advertise on it. It's like the fact that if it says I'm getting 2,500 XP, I better be getting 2,500 XP.
Exactly.
Like that's all I'm saying. And
why not just you can have it as a gameplay thing, like saying, "Oh, your character's tired. Maybe you should take a break today because you've been playing this game all day."
Heck, you can even make it like that. You could even make it a gameplay element. Like
you could just simply give you login bonuses. Now they're at level 80 or max level 20.
It's 20. It's Destiny.
My bad. Like just give you a login bonus if you don't want to give people all that crap, and like if people are getting mad and crap. I don't know. I'm just thinking you could tell people that you're doing this. If you didn't tell anyone, that's where you figure out that, hey, there's some lies here.
But the thing is, I just hope that Destiny does well still. Like I love that series, and I hope they earn what they get. I don't want this series to succeed just for the sake of succeeding. I don't want them to be abusive and all of a sudden people just like, well, it's Destiny, I gotta support it. Like we can't reward companies.
Yeah.
Underhanded tactics.
They're companies. They're not your friend.
It's not that they're not your friend. You don't have to even say it like that. But at the end of the day, they're about making money and they're about you paying them.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it's about. No matter how much it is, whether they want to use bad or good business practices, the main goal is to make money and get you to pay them. And that's not a bad thing. As you said, I'm a capitalist.
Mm-hmm.
I like when companies succeed. Like whenever I see an indie dev do well, that's seeing a small business succeed to me, and I like seeing that. Whether they have to be involved in their community and all that other stuff and not do underhanded tactics. And that's why I'm saying when you're big like Activision and Blizzard, and your player base is so huge, they have less reason to care, because as long as they get the zombie players who just are gonna buy the next version just because they'll just deal with anything.
The whales.
Oh no, we're not talking about them.
Oh god.
I'm talking about the people who buy Call of Duty every year regardless of quality.
Oh yeah, that.
And all that other stuff. Like now, I'm not saying Call of Duty is a bad game. I'm just saying like the ones who literally pre-plan to buy the game
before anything.
Before they even see what it's about.
Yeah. Like even I still wait for Pokemon, and I know Pokemon's gonna be the same.
Yeah, I'm not saying don't buy games on day one. I'm just saying.
I mean, if you know exactly what you're getting into, go by day one. But
exactly, if you know you're a super fan, be a super fan. That's what you are. But I'm talking about for those of us who play a variety of games, don't have a singular series that we're dedicated to.
Yeah.
We just play games. Like I'm not dedicated to any series. Like I'm not dedicating my life and wallet to something. I don't owe them anything. They don't owe me anything.
I used to dedicate my life to Mega Man. See where that got me? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
a shallow grave in New Jersey.
Yeah, a shallow grave in New Jersey. Underneath all that concrete.
If it's underneath all the concrete, how is it shallow?
Well, have you had an egg with nothing in it?
That analogy is literally leaving me. The answer is yes, but what are you talking about?
That's equivalent to me of a shallow grave. There's nothing in it but air. I'm underneath something I can't break out of. The analogy is better in my head,
I think it was.
but it's still.
But yeah, these businesses need to understand that these actions will be recorded. You have your Jim Sterlings of the world, the ones who really care about.
Got Sid Alpha.
Yeah, just like
Heck,
all these
Sid Alpha TV. We got a lot of people who are talking about this, and a lot of other people, YouTubers and reporters that we haven't even mentioned. There are people who don't like this.
And don't forget, you got Polygon. You got all sorts of things like, ooh, if it gets big enough, we'll jump on it just so they don't miss the clicks.
Exactly.
Like, so
you mess up, everyone's gonna hear.
I know you care about your stockholders, but the thing is, at the end of the day, you need to care about the audience that you're trying to sell to, because as the indie dev market keeps increasing and keeps like segmentizing the community, where like people are like, oh, I would rather pay $20 for a game and risk to see if it's okay than your $60 mess that might be glitchy and have like pre-print DLCs and microtransactions.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a thing. It's gonna be a thing. You're gonna have a lot of devs who are realizing, wow, this is like devs who realize they don't really need publishers like that. Like they can just budget, like the more financially savvy devs.
Exactly.
Because the thing is, your big projects like your Destinies, like we were talking about, those will always exist. Your quote unquote AAA titles, whatever.
Exactly. Oh, look at us! Look at us! We're a bunch of game reporters here.
Hey man, we got opinions.
Yeah, opinions.
That come from our brains.
Come from our Abdubla Amangadas.
Yeah.
The mind.
That stuff.
Our head muscles.
But yeah, it's just like they gotta be careful, because like this is how you literally create market crashes.
Yeah.
Like by getting people so just disinterested, because that's what you're gonna end up getting, is like once people find out, because like at some point you're gonna I feel like these devs are gonna be like, oh, we're not gonna do any review copies, we're not gonna let it out, we're just gonna let it hit day one, because they don't want people to know there's loot box in it, because loot boxes are gonna become so toxic. We already have
We already have games that are advertising.
Hold up, no, not that. I said we already got Who I Am Belgium trying to get loot boxes.
Oh yeah.
And just having a loot box can make your game essentially a rated M, even though it's not. Just saying it can't be bought without a parent's consent.
Mm-hmm.
Like that right there. I like to see how your stockholders like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, you got to be careful. These are cautionary tales, but you know. As they say, give them an inch, they'll take the whole goddamn world.
Give them an inch, they'll take it a kilometer. As they say in Europe.
No. Give them an inch, they become Thanos and want the whole goddamn universe.
Give them an inch, they become Galactus and eat the whole world.
That's more like giving them, like, you know, a marshmallow or a morsel.
Oh, give a man a fish. He'll eat for a day. Teach a man to give a man a loot box.
And he'll pay you forever.
Yes.
Give a man a loot box that might have a fish in it. He'll pay you forever.
Forever. Do you get that fish? What the heck are we talking about?
But yeah. But anyway, I think it's a good episode to wrap it up.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love my I'm not sure if anyone's watching my stream. If you hear music, I hope you like seeing the people on Destiny dance to it.
I gotta check that out when we upload that to the YouTube.
Alright. Well,
as always. Okay.
Say it!
Dang. You know what? I don't feel like
Say it from the chest! Safe in the heart.
Anyway, as always, have a good morning, good night, and a happy twilight.
Later.
Yeah.